Right, Paola, good morning. I've just done the school run. I've got no makeup on, I'm knackered, and I've got a very bubbly jumper, but I am going to make this feeding the starter video for you. And I'm going to try to make some bread so that you have all the videos. Right, so this is my abused starter. It's just been sitting on the kitchen side for a couple of days. I should have fed it, but I haven't. Loose lid is what you need. This is my clean jar. And we're going to just put, you don't need to keep a ton of it. We're going to put, I'm going to put 20 grams of the old starter in that jar. This is discard. This can go in the bin because this is a few days old. If I just fed this yesterday and it was basically fresher old starter, I would probably make pancakes for the kids with this because they love them. But that's not good for pancakes today. And then to the 20 grams, I'm going to add 50 grams of rye flour. In my opinion, rye works better as a starter, as your main starter. And then I'm going to make leavens to make my bread. So I would suggest, personally, I get on better with rye, but you can use whatever flour you like. And then I'm going to add the same amount of water, so 50 grams of water. That's too much, but anyway, let's fish a little bit out because it's going to be too wet. There we go. There we go, just 50 grams. That's better. Okay, 50 grams of water, kind of lukewarm-ish water, not cold water, and then get some air in it. So be quite rough with it, give it a really good mix. Okay, and then what it should look like is this kind of paste. So it's going to look like that, like a paste. Okay? And then we're just going to leave that until later with what is that? With the lid on loose. Okay? Good morning. All right, so it's the next day. And this is our starter now. Looks like this, all bubbly. So I'm going to feed it again. I'm not making bread today, but I will show you when I'm making bread. So new clean pot, loose lid. This is a mason jar and I've just taken the metal off it. There's a DJ lesson going on behind me. So again, 20 grams of the starter that we fed yesterday into the container. And then we're done with this one. This is discard. So you can throw this away. However, because we just fed it yesterday, it's really nice. And that will make lovely pancakes. Put it in a cake dough batter, make banana cakes with it, chuck it in some scone mix, delicious. You can even just mix that up and make a pizza dough for this afternoon, or pita breads for this afternoon, or anything like that. So that's really useful. So, or put 20 grams bits into the freezer so that if you kill this, you have a backup. But that's basically now sourdough discard. And then with our starter that we have here, we're going to do the same again. We're going to add 50 grams, 50 grams of rye, and that's nearly 50, and 50 grams of water. This is pre-school run madness, so this is what you do. So first thing in the morning, just get up and feed it, or first thing in the morning, get up and make a leaven if you're making bread. which I will do tomorrow. I hadn't fed this starter for a couple of days, so I'm just giving it a couple of extra days. There's a little bit too much water in here, so I'm just going to take out a tiny bit. That's better. And then give it a really good stir. Again, just the same as yesterday. Square jar isn't ideal, but anyway. So get it all well and mixed. Try to get some air in it because you're trying to feed organisms. And then I will try and time lapse it for you guys. So I tried to time lapse it yesterday. It didn't come out very well. So there is starter fed. So it's a bit like a paste. Ta-da! And then just put the lid on like this, loose. It's just so that gas can escape. Wash your spoons and your hands. And then that's it. We're going to leave that for another 12 to 24 hours before we do anything else with it. Okay? Right. All right, we're back and I'm about to go to bed and I'm going to feed the starter one more time. I'm going to be making 11 tomorrow morning, so I'm going to feed this starter again. And the reason I'm feeding it twice a day at the moment is because I'd left it out and hadn't fed it for like a week. So they can take a bit more abuse than you think. And I'm going to do the same again. I'm just going to take out 20 grams of this starter. Put that in there. There we go. 50 grams of rye flour. There we go. And then 50 grams of water. Roxy's going to come and get in. Oops. There we go. Give it a really good stir. And these are just IKEA mason jars, and I've just taken the metal off so that the lid is on loose. And that's the starter fed again. And I'll add that time-lapse video so you can see. So that's it. So that's feeding the starter. You don't need to keep great big vats of it, just a bit. So that's it. So this is good to compare. So this is the starter that we fed this morning. So that's all grown. I'm done with that now. And this is the starter that we just mixed. So this I will leave out for tomorrow. This one is now discard. I don't need this anymore, but again, chuck it in a cake, make some pancakes with it. You can add that to some flour and roll it out and make crackers that are quite nice actually. So it doesn't have to be wasted. And then tomorrow morning, we're gonna make 11 and I'll show you how to do that.